What's up everyone and welcome to Sketch Saturday. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of Mewtwo from Pokemon. Now the first thing we're going to do is plan out the pose and the proportions of our drawing. So you use the side grip of our pencil. Using the flat edge, let's start at the very top and sketch out a small circle. Starting from the very top, just going to lightly work our way around towards the bottom of our circle. And bring that back up towards the top. We're going to be drawing our character in a 3/4 position. So let's start at the bottom of the circle and draw on the spine. I'm just going to curve this out towards the right. And then come down towards the bottom. Now we're going to work our way up towards the tail. Just going to round at the bottom and then go up on the left side. And then we'll bend the tail coming back down. Just going to curve this around and then bend that back in. And now we're going to start blocking out the main parts of the body, starting with the upper torso. Underneath that circle, we're going to step down, draw a line going across for the top of the shoulders. And then from here, we're just going to curve down and then in towards that center line. So bend that down and in, go up to the right, come down and then in. And then from that bottom point, we're going to sketch an oval, going around, down towards the bottom, and then just pull that back up towards the top. Let's connect the upper and lower torso. Starting back over on the left, just going to curve the body coming in and then out towards the side of the oval. Go to the right and do the same thing. And then going back over towards the left, let's sketch another oval going around and then down. Just pull that back up to the top. This is for the upper left thigh. And then we'll tuck the right thigh in behind the body. We're just going to line this up, curve this out, down, and then up underneath the body. Let's move back up to the top of the left thigh, draw a straight angled line, coming down and out towards the bottom of the feet to right about there. And then we'll add a line going across the bottom of the foot. Let's go underneath the right thigh and draw a shorter line coming down and in, and we'll just flatten this off with a straight line. Let's go back and add some thickness to the tail. We're going to start from the bottom of the body. Just going to curve this down and then up on the left side. Just going to pull this in. I just want to thicken up the tail. So just going to round up the end, going back up. Now the tail is going to get thinner as you come up and then get thicker as you come back in towards the body. So let's start back on the left. And pull this up towards the top. And we'll just taper this so it gets thicker as you come down and then in behind the left thigh. Let's move back up and block out the location of the hands. On the left side, we're going to step out, sketch a circle, starting from the top, come all the way down, and then back up. And then we'll add 3 circles on the inside. Starting from the top, sketch a small circle, and then come down towards the side and add that same size circle. Now the hand on the right is going to come down and out just on the outside of the hip. So let's start up here, sketch a circle. Go a little bit smaller than the one on the left. Go up to the top, sketch a smaller circle. Come down towards the inside, the same size circle. Do that one more time on the outside. Now we're going to move back up and split the circle in half with an angled line. Let's start from the top left. Just going to come down, just extend this out past the side of that circle. And then from here, we're just going to curve down and then up on the left side. And then in the center of that line, we're going to add the eye. Starting at the top, just going to draw a half circle, coming down and then up. And then on the top left, we'll sketch an oval, coming down and then back up. Let's move up to the top and add the left ear. Right in the middle, we're going to step down, curve out and then up. Flatten off the top. We're going to come in and then down towards the side of the head. And we'll draw the right ear tucked in behind the head. Let's start from the side, curve out and up towards the same height. Straight in, come down, and then just bend that in toward the top of the head. Now I'm going to add some thickness to the neck. From the center line, we're going to step out, curve down and out towards the shoulder, go over towards the right, come down and out. And then we'll round out the top of the shoulders, starting from the base of the neck on the left, curve up and then down, and do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to start building up the volume and shape of our character. We want to start halfway down the upper torso, so starting on the left, I'm just going to curve this up and then down. This is for the bottom edge of the chest. And then from the left side of the shoulder, curve in and then down. Go to the right shoulder, curve out and then in. And now I'm going to add some shape to the hand. Let's start at the bottom of that top finger, curve down and out. And then in between the bottom fingers, curve down and then up. And then in between the top and right finger, come down and in. From the inside of the top finger, we're going to curve the forearm, coming in and then down. Step back, curve up and in toward the base of the shoulder. And then from the inside of the bottom finger, curve the arm coming in and then up in behind the chest. Now we're going to round out the back coming in towards the hip, starting underneath the arm, come down and then bend that in. Let's go over towards the right hand, starting at the bottom, curve down and out, and then along the bottom, curve down and up, then from the inside, come down and in. And then from the inside of the hand, curve the forearm coming in and up in behind the body, and then from that bottom finger, do the same thing. Let's move down and add some thickness to the leg. From that center line, step over towards the left, draw a straight angled line coming down towards that bottom line, go to the inside, come down, and then just bend that in. Let's add a small circle on either side. Starting on the left, go all the way around, and then back up, and then do the same thing on the right. Let's go in between the toes and add a curve, going up and then down. Now on the back, we're just going to add another circle, starting from the ankle, curving in, and then down in behind the right toe. Now we're going to see the right foot from the side. So let's start at the very top, curve down, and then in. Then right here, we're going to sketch out a circle. And then from the inside of that circle, curve down and then out. Let's round out the toe, going around and then back down, almost like a half circle. Go to the outside, curve out, and then back in. Let's go to the top of the toes, curve the foot coming in and then up towards that line, and it'll thicken up the outside edge. Stepping out, draw a straight angled line. Now we're going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now in this next step, we're going to go back and start refining the shape of our drawing. Let's start with the left side of the head. We're going to start from the side. Just going to bend this out, and then down, round out the jaw, and then pull that back in towards the bottom of the head. And then we'll go over towards the right side and extend the brow. Just going to go out, just a little bit past that side of that circle, curve down, and then back in. Let's add the extension coming out from the side of the head, starting on the left, curve out and then down in behind the shoulder, step in, draw that same curve. Let's go down and add that curve in between the thighs. Starting on the left, just going to go up and then down. Now I'm going to go back up and add a little bit more shape to the bottom of the chest. Starting on the left, come down and in, and go up and then down towards the right side of the body. Now once we're happy with the general proportions of our drawing, we're going to go back in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some detail. Let's start with the eyes. Starting from the inside, I'm just going to curve the top edge of the brow, going up and then out. Now we're going to give our character some shape by adding some shadows. Let's imagine that the lights come from the top left of our page across our characters. So the shadows will sit along the bottom right side of our drawing. So let's start with the fingers. Starting from the bottom, just going to darken this up on the bottom and the right side. And then just fade that out as we go up towards the left. And then we'll do the same thing to each of the fingers. And add some shadow inside the hand, starting from the bottom. And just fade that out. Shade in the right side. It's going to add a shadow along the bottom of that top finger. So coming down, and then fading that out. Adding a shadow underneath the head, across the neck. Now we're adding a slightly darker tone to the tail and that center piece of the body. And with a few final touches, we're gonna add a drop shadow along the bottom, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Mewtwo from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe, and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.